Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Adam. Good morning, Becca. Good morning, Marty. Good morning, Safe. Wayne, good morning. What we got going on here is a market out of sync. We're trading between um, Globex band and Harmony Zone number 1. So that's the congestion area. Ultimately, we tested Harmony Zone number 1 multiple times already. All right, so the opening range is between 420 and 320. It's a big range, and the mids are between that 380 and 370. So we're getting a market that's playing around in that range. As long as that 380, 370 holds, I mean, they could run it up to the 90s into Harmony Zone number 2 and just sell it. So far, the top end of Harmony Zone number 1 is holding up. So that just tells me there's pressure coming in. I'm gonna reduce it here and see if I can get a rally and then oh wow. Here we go. That was quick. Thank you. That was a quick one. 63 to 37. That's a nice short. Good morning, Sheila. Good morning. That's a good way to start the day. Pays for that stop that we had early on. We made money on one trade, got stopped out on the other, and this is the third trade. All right, so we have the 93s as a short if we run up to that level. We're still struggling. The market is in sync on the short side right now. But if we start breaking anything over 77, we're going to get a burst of energy to the upside. There's a captain set up long on the 70. Right now, I'd rather be short than long. We took this short right here. That worked out nicely. Damn. Missed me. Missed me by what? Few ticks? That would have been super nice. I gotta cancel that order. Alrighty. Switch trade and a railroad in this zone right here. And we're heading toward target number 2. $90 to 50, 40 points. Oh man, they're tossing it around. Two switch trades on the 100 NT Rinko. So that tells me the critical level is 52. As long as 52 holds, you may get a push back up in the market. So that's the first touch, that's the second touch, that's the third touch. So I'm not going to be too excited about trying this 3 times. There was that one try here, and that was a great one for 40 points, 45 points. There you go. I mean, it's not like it's not working. We're about to get that 52, and that would put on a captain setup short on the 100 NT Rinko, and that will get me aggressive on the short side. Yes, sir. Yeah, here comes a 52, and then I'm looking for the rally. Yep, coming up. They're trying to defend it. Here it comes. All right, so we got a captain set up short on the 100. All right, and that's a big deal. We have the 200 short, tested harmony zone number 2 multiple times. And I'm looking for a rally to get short. If they give it to me, they're going to start selling now. Our target is 314, by the way. Here we go. I mean, that's a trigger trade, but it's too damn close to the. Here we go. Target is hit. Next target is Globex at 289. Man, I needed to be in that trade. I really did. I really did. Tell me you guys made some money. Just tell me. Here you go. Wayne's getting on it. Good job, bro. Good for you. Here we go. Adam got 2,300. Wayne got a bunch of it. I don't know how much. Me and Safe missed it. I don't know. Becca probably has been holding since that harmony zone number 2 from 90. Ooh. Here you go. I mean, we got our target. Now next target's 264. Shit. All right. They're selling. They're selling under the opening range. They're selling under Globox. Now here it gets interesting. Let me tell you why. Because you don't want to see price go to 300. That would be a captain setup long. So we already established that the market did a captain setup short, and we got this flush. If you get anything above 302, the market will retrace to 24, probably a full reversal at 40. So the shorts need to protect that level at 300, the 300. And if we do, then the next target is going to be 239, and then take out the lows, the Globex lows at 200. So it's important for the shorts to kind of behave here against that level. Damn. Fuck. Ooh, baby. There. Now at the bottom end of the Globex band. All right, so that's the opening range. We continue to trade in the mids once and twice, and that led to the break. And now a higher, lower high. Market is just struggling, and the 200 is coming up. That's the target. We'll reevaluate. We'll reevaluate. All right, we got an order out there. Remember, target is a big one, 214. So we're testing harmony. This is the first test of harmony zone number 1. 80. I have an order at 99, but not sure that I'm not sure I'm gonna get filled. Yeah, this is the middle of the range action, so we have the right idea. It's just the entry is the top end because I mean I can't actually execute here. I gotta cancel this order because this zone has been hit too many times, like 3 times already. So I don't you know, it needs to kind of run up into the top end and fill me, and if it doesn't and it does this, then either I'm gonna take it right here on a second try, and actually here it's a third try. Or leave it alone. And look at that. That's solid. That's solid right there. Harmony zone number 2. Let's go, baby. Target is to 214. $214 coming up. Target is hit. Next target is 189. Rallies are shortable on a swing trade basis. We'll reevaluate if we break anything over 260. We're between target number 5 and 6, and that's in a very extended area here. All right, let's see what they want to do up here. 25s. 25, 25, 25. Okay. Oh, come on. They came in. Okay. I'm I'm gonna take a quick stop on this one and just wait. Wow, that's some crazy stuff going on here. I'm glad that I got out of that trade, huh? Didn't cost me too much. But here we go. I mean, that's 49. Here we go. We should be able to make some money. I'm adding to it right here. I'm looking for a little bit of a push below the 30. Fuck. Took one out for a small profit. I'm just gonna hold on to the rest, and I'm gonna start reducing my exposure right here to 50. It's 14 points, and I should be able to make money off of this trade. I just needed to be in it for a lot more than just. Here comes. Ah, how about that, baby? Let's go. And I'm taking it out right here. at a whole number, they're gonna bounce it. That's an $800 trade, man. I mean, I'm not gonna jack around with it. I know exactly what they're about to do here. You're running into a whole number. What do you think they're gonna do? Gonna run it back up? If I had the two contracts that I had above there, and I took a profit, I would have give it a chance right here. But in hindsight, obviously that was the absolutely best out I could have thought of. But it was not. It was just one of those things that you're running like this, and you have one contract into a whole number. It's a good idea to take it. Um, let's assume I had a couple of contracts and I'm looking for a trail. Where would be my trail if I'm if I feel very strongly about this trade? Really, the trail is the most liberal one is cloud plus 10, but that would have gotten hit before the market turns. So I had Harmony Wave, middle of the range, top end of the cloud, and 10 plus that. And every single one of them would have been taken out. That means I would have had to put my stop above my entry, no break even, and just hold on and hope I don't get hit. But that would have eaten up my profits by 20 points. Look at these bastards, man. Target coming up, 164. Let's go. 265? 265 for micros. Yeah, that's a good trade. It's about 100 points here. Yes, 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 yes. We all need to be training for that too. Is that in a PA or an eval? In a PA. Oh, good for you. How many contracts did you jump in on? Oh, okay. That's reasonable. All right, let's see right here. Come on. Gotta be kidding me. Sure, 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 sure. Took one off for a flat, and let's see if I can get a push into 17. I'm gonna go break even here in a minute. Oh yeah. Breaking even on that one. And you got yourself a Harmony Zone number 2 trade too. Yeah, I know a little bit. We're at 35. We're at 38, 40. If we get to 50, I'll give it a shot. Yeah, under 200. Yep, yep, yep. Pressure is here. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to get filled like that. Okay, we'll give it a shot here. Should be able to retest the 200. Let's go, baby, let's go. 200 and I'm out. I ain't gonna get greedy with this thing. Yeah, I made $400 on that. Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. There's just the data difference, but that area right here is a good area for an entry. You got to think about it in this terms. And here we go. They're coming back to retest, but when you test harmony zone number 2, the market goes into phases. And the first phase is for us. It's always the cloud is positive and you're going short. So that's the first phase of it. So you need to break that cloud and turn into a cloud negative. So when you get that market shift, that is a very good sign that this has a follow through momentum to it. So need to get past that phase into the phase of the cloud being negative, and then that's an opportunity for an add from the prior uh, harmony zone number 2 test. So it tests there, cloud shifts, you add, you start taking profits and profits, and then the next phase, the third phase, is to ride the harmony waves for as long as you can, all the way to target number 4 to 6. They don't always do that, but that's the phase that the market typically or has a high probability of doing. So phase 1, test and hold and trade, break the positive cloud. The second phase is once the cloud shifts, you add. Third phase is to follow the harmony waves lower to bigger targets. If that makes any sense to you. So like right now, there's no way I'm not gonna go short. Not because, I mean, because we already tested that damn thing. Like what is that? 3 times. I mean, it's working too. Just like, I mean, good for them. They got me fooled on that one. Yeah, but just don't like the fact that it's just like a 3 or 4 time retest of that zone. It just there's a good chance of failure, and it looked like it's gonna fail it. So I mean, the failure would have been at 264. Yeah, thank you, Safe. I appreciate you doing that. That's a great thing for the whole community. All right, market is in sync. Here we go again. They're testing, testing, testing. They've been responding fairly well to Harmon Zone number 2. All right, 9:30. I'm gonna take a 5-minute break. Well, hot damn. What did I miss here? I sold it and sold it. Here we go. Adam is green across the board. 1500 multiplied by 6 PAs. A TPT for 6K. All right. That's excellent, Adam. Good job, buddy. That is great to hear. That's amazing. The market's just giving it up. Yeah, they're gonna bounce this thing back up. Oof. A little bit here. Okay, 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 okay. It's interesting. This is a bottoming behavior, by the way. There's a captain set up long on the 70. Yep. They're spending time doing this thing. So there's a bit of a bottoming behavior going on. I mean, I'd rather be short than long, but I could see the turn happening here in this market. Just look at the 70 NT Rinko. It's just captain set up long and it got retested. So you could see that the market is trying to hold the line here. Yeah, the 50, that's true. I mean, that's fine. I mean, let them. There's definitely a pause in the short behavior. Testing harmony zone number 2. I mean, 1. And that's where I'm thinking as well on that. Okay. Target is 39. Man, that's just ruthless. Yeah, we may get a bit of a bounce here to the 70s. Nah. Yeah, we're gonna bounce back up a little bit, guys. Watch out. Probably to the 50s. Nope. Yeah, that's just they're knifing through that 25,000 like it's nothing. It's just a short market. Market is in sync on the short side. You're looking at harmony waves, which are these bands to get into. So the cloud is negative, and you're just looking to surf these moves lower. You have harmony zone number 1 and 2 are resistance, so you could test those on the way down in the market. Whenever it bounces back into those zones. So there's a lot of trading opportunity when the market trends. Yeah, well, that's good, Sheila. See these? I mean, the market runs up to the middle of the range, sells off, sells off, sells off. That's a trending behavior. Uh, because it's extended, and we're thinking it's about to turn. It's about to turn. I don't want to get stuck. I don't want to get stuck. But really, the market is just trending. So how would we know? The first thing that you will see is a break above 63. So if they do that, then automatically you know the market went from trending to consolidated immediately. And that level is going to shift here in a second once we get to 914. Here we go. So now if we break anything above 50. Market would be out of sync. Here you go. Well, market is out of sync right now. So what does that mean? That means that, you know, if we can get a good buy signal, I'll take a shot at it. And we're easing off on trying to get short. I mean, it at least it gave us an opportunity for a long, but it never showed up. It's just the market is put a captain set up short and sold it. I'm not gonna. Yeah, they're gonna start buying it here. I think that's the bottom right here. We'll see. Market is out of sync. It's like if I want to get cute, I hate to say that word because usually it's trouble. Where would I go long? It's like 70s. That's a stop. Yeah, it's getting cute with the market. It's not ready yet. Oh, okay, so that's a flat. I think we're not too far away, man. Market is out of sync again, so let's see. They're putting a stop. All right, that's testing Hartman zone number 2. It's like this. It's still sell signals. I mean, the market is out of sync, but I mean, we took a long earlier on, and I flatted that trade. Actually, made a little bit of money, but and I let it go way too early. But it's just such a nervous market here. I think we're gonna go up to 889, and then pull back, and we could start looking at the longs. 889. Albert, you have a lot of questions there. Let me see here. It's usually the following day. I mean, I try to not make my losses a big deal. I'm always taking 20 points, 20-point stops. If I get 3 of them, most likely I'm done for the day. How to avoid chops? The system allows me to look at the market when it's trending. Here comes 89. So right now, once we break that 89, I'm looking for pullbacks. We hit it like twice, and we did not close under it. I mean above it. There you go. Now it's a function of a pullback. $83.73. 83. Let's see if 83 comes in. I'm gonna put my stop here and I'm gonna look for 20. I'm gonna go break even. Look for 20. We should be able to get to 10, 20. I'm gonna take it out right here. So that's the 10-point profit. It was just not doing it. Look at that. Bit of a rejection here, which is fine. I mean, where's an entry point? On the first touch base is 83. And 53. Well, because this is it became a short signal, which is a captain setup short. So I got long here, and I was looking for this price to stabilize and start pushing higher to my target of 920, and then the market produced a short signal. So that's an automatic out for me. So pocketed 10 points, moved on. I have orders down here, but I don't think they're going to get filled though. Target is going to be 914, then 920. I'm going to go ahead and cancel these orders and just wait. Here comes the 914 and 920. They're trying to fade it, but I think there's a pattern of buying the dips coming in here. There's a bit of an exhaustion of the sellers. Let them pull back. I'm not a buyer again. I just need to see how they handle this. I don't want to see. Let me tell you what I don't want to see. I don't want to see 77. If we break 77, that's a captain setup short on the 70. So 77 needs to hold. So my stop is against that level, and I'm looking for 920. Not necessarily. I am looking at, this is where I execute, but also I'm looking at charts like this. This is 70 NT Rinko. I'm looking at the 200 and the 100, which is, those are the big. I guess you don't see those. Okay, so that's 200 NT Rinko. When the market flipped this candle, that puts the market in a buy market. So I'm actually looking at the bigger charts first. Then I'm just putting my entries here, and I'm trying to reduce my exposure as much as possible, because the big charts have a bigger stop losses. So I don't want to take a 50, 75 point stop. I'm going to take 8 points, 10 points. So I use those big charts to get in, I mean, for the idea, for the market structure, then using the fast chart here to enter and exit. All right, let's focus here. Let's focus. We're gonna make some money. Well, we already made some money, but we need to kind of finish the day nicely here. Target is hit. Pullbacks are viable on a scalping basis only, considering the fact that the trend in the market is overall short. We're looking for, yeah, I may have screwed that entry here. Okay, I'm keeping my stop tight, and I'm gonna look for a push, and I'm gonna take it. I screwed up my entry. I needed to be right here at 90, and that would have gave me 15 to 20 points. Here we go. But that's fine. I'll just still take it. The market is moving fast here. So by the time I placed my limit, it was already at that price. So from 96 to, it's an 8 points. So that trade is based on first touch to support, which is harmony zone number 1. On a first touch basis, you get the market reacting nicely. And then they do this number. Fuck. I want to get involved long. I mean, we did good here. So the premium setups, Albert, is to have the market in sync, meaning the 200 and the 100 are in sync. Then you're seeing the cloud positive, and you're getting a pullback in the middle of that range, and then off you go. Those are the premium trades. Yes, absolutely. Let me see here. I'll send that to you. Yeah, yeah, of course. Let me just pull it up for you. Yeah, no problem, Albert. All right, so this is a captain setup, and we're retesting. Um, yeah, we just started the Discord, Albert. So we're adding content to it. But if you have any questions there, or you could just ask away. 1050, we're getting a bottoming behavior here. I mean, right here we have that harmony zone number 2, and that's getting tested nicely. It's you would think so, but ultimately, what makes you better at reading charts is just knowing market structure, and it's very visual. It's either the market is in sync or out of sync. So if those two charts are in sync, automatically that's your behavior, and then from there you start, refining your read. Does experience matter? Yes. I've been doing it for a while, for a long time, but that doesn't mean that you're not gonna understand this very quickly and understand what we're trying to do and catch on. All right, so what are we seeing right here? We're seeing, the bottoming behavior. The market is taking a pause from the selling pressure. It's a two-sided market where there's a lot of chop going on. but at the same time, you're getting at multiple tests of harmony zone number two. But on a first touch basis is your typically best shot, which is literally right here at 53, and that was a good test. This is a second test. This is the third and the fourth test. And this is the fifth test. So really, you don't want to see too many of those. You want to see one or two, and then the market trading above 90 and the whole number. Because if we continue to chew through this demand, the market is going to make another leg to 800. So really, the market needs to close above 890 and soon. Otherwise, the weight of this pressure is going to flush the market. So what do I want to do in all of this? I want to pause. I want to see the market break 90, 95, pull back. That would get me to get long. If that doesn't happen, then 839 is what's coming up, and that will put the market in a mode where it sells. Albert, once the market gets in the right structure, then that's gonna give me the opportunity to look for an entry and get in there before the actual big moves start to happen. You know, so the first thing that has to, like, there's 3 steps to this process. Market structure. We have to understand what is a tradable market versus a market that is I need to under trade or not trade at all. Then from there, I need to know what's the behavior of the market. So, you know, are they creating a cloud and are they respecting it? Third is a signal and the execution and repetition of that process. So once the structure is there, then I have the opportunity to look for the behavior, then look for the signal, and place myself in a way where I'm at the beginning of a new move and not at the tail end of a move. What are we seeing here? We're seeing this behavior, and it's just the heaviness of price action and the heaviness of the selling pressures coming through here at a support area, and we had, I would say, like, what is that? 1, 2, 5, 6, 7 tests of this area. That puts me in the I need more information from this market, because this is too heavy, and we're not getting that big bounce above that 90. So most likely this market, if it continues doing what it's doing right now, is gonna sell off to 939 and burst closer to the 800. One area that they need to kind of behave well on is that 75. If they break, because there's a lot of stops sitting above 70, so that would be the trigger that will get them to go higher. But market is not showing the big. Here we go. All right, that's good. They're starting to pick off the stops. Here you go. So you pick off the stops, you buy them. You pick off the stops, you sell them. You pick off the stops, you sell them. It's That's the definition of a chop. So waiting for 90 and then a pullback will give me better price action. All right, so that's kind of the verdict on this market so far. Just too weak here, and there's a good chance that we're gonna get to that 39. I mean, they tried, they just couldn't do it. Here you go. Here. So all right, so the market now is in sync on the short side. Rallies are shortable. We look for the push to get involved on the short side. The target is 814, so we're going to start getting closer to that 800 number, and you're starting to see a continuation to these trades. Which one do you trust? Both will give you information. When the market is out of sync and the charts are conflicting, that is literally the definition of a consolidation. So you read through the consolidation. There's a set of rules that we adopt that helps us understand. Okay, is that like what you just saw here? Like literally what you just saw here is like, hey, listen, the first reaction is over. We have 6, 7 reactions after it. If the market is serious about the longs, it needs to break 90, and otherwise, you're gonna see what you just saw. So all that is reading structure. And I'm done for the day. Had a good day. And we will see you guys bright and early tomorrow. How did everybody do? Adam, I know you had a good day. You're done trading. Becca, how did these trades work out? The micro ones. Sheila made money trading short. Okay, Marty, Wayne, where you at, Wayne? All right. Marty up 4,500. Good job. Okay, what else? Yeah, thank you, Albert. And any questions, man, just don't hesitate. Here we go. Okay. That's a big deal right there. They're tricky today. Well, they're tricky around this level. Now the market is out of sync. All right, guys. Good work. Friday, tomorrow, the end of the week. Let's finish on a good note. And we will see you bright and